So today we're going to look at an organisation called the PEGI. So some weeks back we looked at an organisation called the BBFC. So the BBFC, if you remember, are the regulators of the film industry. So a regulator is like the police force. They decide what films are given which ratings. So they decide which film is given a U, a PG, a 12, a 15, an 18. And they basically decide who should and shouldn't watch these films. Okay, they also used to decide the age ratings for computer games up until about 10 years ago. And then it was decided that actually computer games and films are completely different. So the computer game industry needs its own regulator, its own police force to decide the age ratings. Okay, and this is where PEGI comes in. So PEGI stands for Pan-European Game Information. So they actually give the age rating of computer games right across Europe. Okay, so it's a little video here explaining exactly what PEGI do and how they decide which games deserve which age ratings. So you watch that and just kind of get familiar with the website. You can also Google PEGI and go and visit the website. So it's pretty simple to find. You just type in PEGI into Google or pegi.info and you'll get the PEGI homepage. It looks something like this. Okay, so what you'll notice with PEGI when comparing it to the BBFC is actually their age ratings are different. There is no U, there is no PG. They rate games on as a 3, so basically suitable for everyone. Everyone 3 years and up, 7 years and up, 12, 16 and 18. Okay, so you might have a computer game next to you that might have a 16 rating or a 7 rating or an 18 rating. Okay, and that's obviously based on a few things like how violent it is, the language that's used, any sort of violence in the computer game, and all this stuff. As you know, so a game like GTA is an 18. A game like Animal Crossing is probably a 3. Okay, but there's something else. As well as giving games an age rating, they also give games these symbols. So our task today, or one of our tasks, is to find out what these symbols actually mean. When you see one of these on a computer game, what exactly does it mean? What's it telling you about the game and what's in the game? Okay, so some of these are quite self-explanatory. Some of these might not be. Okay, so the website, you should be able to find this information on the website. So this is what I'd like you to do today. So I'd like you to almost create a little fact file. Okay, so go to the PEGI website and then just tell me what PEGI do. In your own words, it could be one sentence. Okay, and then I want you to research these logos. So tell me what these logos mean. So you might want to sort of copy and paste those into a PowerPoint or a Word document, just right next to them. Okay, so when I see this logo on a computer game, it means this. When I see this on a computer game, it means this. You could even maybe give me some examples as well of computer games that feature this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Okay, and then you've got to choose one game to research. Okay, so that's quite easy to do. So if you just go to the PEGI website, if you just type in a title, so if I typed in Red Dead Redemption, spell it correctly first, and press enter, you'll get all the Red Dead Redemption titles that have been released. So you can sort of click on one, click on more info, and look, it gives you the logos that the game's awarded, it gives you the age rating, and it gives you some information as to why that game was given an 18. So if anyone's ever played this game, you'll know it's an 18 because there's swearing, there's violence, there's gambling, all these things that only an 18-year-old should have access to. I'm sure one or two of you may have played the game anyway. Right, so just give me some general information on the game. So maybe its title, when it was released as well. So it tells you there, for example. And age awarded, and then try and look for some details why. You don't need to write loads, just give me a sentence. Why was it given an 18? And then Tell you what, don't even need to worry about that question today. Okay, so just some general information. We're trying to learn about this this organisation. So it's important we kind of learn about this organisation because in media studies, it's not just about film and TV. We look at other media texts as well. So we do look at computer games and the computer game industry, and this is a really good starting point. And it also links in really well with what we've just studied, which is digital media. Okay, so computer games are really at the forefront of that, aren't they? The fact that we can play computer games on the go, so it has portability. We can interact with people with computer games. So it's a really interesting area of the media that we should investigate. All right, email me if you're stuck and I will help you. And have a nice half term.